All right, here's the Nueces River. And earlier, I had seen reports back to the west, back along where the Uvalde County line and Kinney County line is, where the river was 400 yards wide. And so those videos don't surprise me at all, as you have the Nueces River that just kind of runs on down towards the south. So we've got many problems on a lot of these different rivers and tributaries. Okay, so again, we've showed this map, and this is what is happening. We've got dangerous situation going on in the Pedernales, also the Guadalupe River and eastern Kerr County, catastrophic flooding, and also catastrophic flooding going on across the entire county of Uvalde. And you can see more rainfall down to the south and west. One thing that's interesting to me, and I've been talking about this since a little bit, probably the last hour or two, how this activity should start to wane, start to just totally decrease and have less lightning strikes, less intense rainfall. But I think it's going to take a while. It's going to take several hours. And so for more hours, we're going to continue to see rain. It just won't be as intense. At least that's what it looks like we're transitioning to here over the next several hours, is just less intensity, but still kind of raining in the same places that it has been raining. There's all the warnings. We still have numerous flash flood warnings from Kendall County all the way back to Del Rio, including Rock Springs and northern portions of Maverick County. Here is the warning areas where we have not just a warning, but we've got a emergency situation where we've got flash flood emergency, and that is in the eastern portions of Kerr County and all along the Guadalupe River. And the river will continue to rise and rise rapidly on downstream all the way to Spring Branch. We're going to start to see 37-foot crust there. And then here on the Pedernales, we just saw that shot. By the way, Barry, I'm not sure if you can talk, if I can hear you, but you know where we had the Pedernales? A while ago we showed that. Yes, whereabouts is that?
Where it looked to me, Paul, that looked to me to be east of Johnson City. You know, as you head up 281, when you get on the north side, just on the north edge of Johnson City,
right,
they have it dammed up there. They made a nice little lake that 281 goes over.
Right.
Then just east of that, that's where that falls down into that big drain area, what looked like, where it was running out of there.
Okay, so if that is right and that looked correct over here east of Johnson City, then the highest of the water hasn't even reached there yet.
Possibly not, and that is literally, I'm just going to ballpark, the way the eagle flies, you know, quarter of a mile, maybe a half a mile east of 281.
Oh, okay, so very close. You can see the river here. The river is right like that. So right about there is that video that we received, just kind of east of 281. So the highest of the water is probably still trying to run into that Pedernales part right there east of Johnson City. So very interesting there. Okay, and again there at Fredericksburg, we were talking to Ryan earlier. I believe it's like 32 feet or something like that, pretty high right there. And here we've got some very heavy rain in the northeastern portions of Uvalde County. That's working off towards Utopia. And here in Bexar County, not much happening right now. And just kind of a loop over the last 6 hours. You see this, how it's starting to wind down. And I think that's going to continue over the next several hours. Just a total decrease of this rainfall, I think, is going to happen. We still have a lot of issues out there, and it's going to be very slow to improve, but it looks like the heaviest of rainfall is starting to decrease, which is great. And you can see the rainfall, the rates and the intensity is decreasing there in southern portions of Kinney County. It looks like it's a little bit on the increase, but definitely a general decrease. Okay, we had talked about this, but I'm going to fast forward how much rain has fallen. We're going to skip that. We're going to go to what I think is going to happen for the next couple of days. And you know what? I haven't shown a 14-day all day, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is probably the good time to do that. Okay, so this is the HRRR model over the next couple of hours. And generally, it doesn't really, I think it's underplaying how much rain is there, and it's not doing a really good job of showing that. But let's just put this into motion a little bit through 2 o'clock. And again, just a general decline, a general decrease of the rainfall rates and the aerial coverage. And I think that's going to continue. Now, later on this afternoon, In areas that haven't seen rainfall, just because of the heating of the day, we could have a few isolated showers that develop and thunderstorms outside of those areas that have seen a lot of heavy rainfall. And you can tell right now that these temperatures are off. So these computer models are just not doing a good job with this. Let me back up real quick and stop this. Stop. Okay. This goes to about 1 a.m. Okay, 1 a.m. right there. And you see more development, more heavy rainfall, western Kerr County and into Rock Springs. That's just one computer model. I'm going to use the European model, and probably not the best to use in this kind of a situation, but this is overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. See how we've got more development out here in the hill country? Most of the computer models are saying not, but I wouldn't put my guard down overnight tonight. I don't think it's as big of a threat as what we've seen over the last couple of nights, but tomorrow morning could be intense in some locations as well, given the amount of rain that we have been seeing lately. And then as we head into Friday, notice the just a few scattered showers, and I think by the time we get to Saturday afternoon, we'll be looking at high temperatures in the low 90s, probably about 92 or so. All right, we haven't seen this all day, but let's take a look at this. Here's the 14-day and what I think you can expect over the next 14 days. High temperatures again today, maybe low to mid 80s. And then look at the weekend, highs in the low 90s. And then next week, high temperatures in the mid 90s. And so we had a very wet April, very wet May, very wet June, and a very wet July.